in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. Into the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dog. Stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike Yellow. Hey, 57. Watch the eye.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Yellow. He don't know no better. Who do you want?
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Watch the screen. Safe. Watch safety creeping. Hey, tell her. He's creeping. Chance.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
15. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
It's a game of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Put.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Just don't do it.
On the set. Bristol, travel. 53. You ain't going nowhere. Check your hot read. Hey, dude. Tighten up.
On 1st down, Swift. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 4. Flush to his right. Finding Knox there, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Go. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go.
And that would covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
53 is mine. Check, 53 is mine. All day, all day, all day. Good. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slant. Mike. Yes. 3, Mike.
Operating from the gun, McKee. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here we go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A give, running right, Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Check 24. Check 24. Come on now. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Philip Lindsey, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Roll out. Squeeze. Hey, Charlie. SOS. Let's go.
Back to throw. McKee. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hold. Bravo. Undercut.
Back to the air on second down. McKee nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On third down, Swift. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Motion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
We got 4. Hey, 15. Alpha.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw on second down. McKee escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go one more.
Looking to throw. McKee flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He'll have a first down past the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Arms up, little lady. Yellow, yellow.
Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch your head.
Now here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
61. Matchbox white.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, get in the weight room. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge. Check 22. Switch.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be... Second and 6.
C.J. Mosley on the tackle.
You go. 60-yard.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ready? 10-2 soft.
Check 53's Mike. I got him. He's checking.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check. Switch.
Hey, lock it.
He's checking crack.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
We taking wins. Shift. Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, echo.
On 4th down, McKee. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Yellow. I go on 80.
54. Mike, 50.
57.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Mike, Hans. Mike, 54. Dude. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Room here to run. Past the 20. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hilliard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, McKee eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
22 jet bomber.
Check safety.
Smooth. Yep. Get.
From the gun, McKee. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch that. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 54. Hey, let's get in them holes. March 54.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got it complete to Anderson. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yellow. Yellow.
40. They're going to need some therapy after this. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the slap.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Philip Lindsey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Important extra point up and through, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
All day, defense, all day.
General West.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Check 9. Protein spill. Hey, wahoo.
Mike, 53. Mike. On the ball.
Hey, let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made?
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
6-man. Check curls.
Now a give, right side. It's Lindsey. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense as